Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hammers Football TV. And I thought I'd just do a watch along as it's the end of the bank holiday for us people. So I thought, why not? Let's get this game under the way. And for us Hammers fans, it probably eases the pain after what's coming up for us and that. Good evening to Words and Pictures. Good evening, Tony. Hope you're well, mate. I don't expect many people joining this, but I'll do what I can with this. Hope everyone's keeping well who are going to watch. Just see the lineups coming in. So you've got obviously he's gone with Nick Pope, so Aaron Ramsdale sitting on the bench still. Then he's gone with Tino, Livramento, Fabian Schär, Kieran Trippier, Dan Burn, Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, who's the captain as well, Joe Linton, Anthony Alanga, Harvey Barnes, and Anthony Gordon. And looking on the bench for Newcastle, we've got Aaron Ramsdale, Sven Botman, Malik Phil, Lewis Hall, Lewis Miley, Jacob Murphy and Ramsey, Joe Wilcock and William Osola. So that's the lineup for them. Liverpool, let's see if Arnie Slot's going to go in for a strong one. So he's going with Alisson in goal. You've got Dominic Szoboszlai. He's playing in right back by the looks of it. So that just shows you where they are missing the right back, Liverpool. I think that's the one thing they do need to sort out. Then you've got Konate, Van Dijk there, Milos Kerkez, and then you've got Curtis Jones, Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, Mohamed Salah, Ryan Gravenberch, and Hugo Ekitike. And the substitutions for Liverpool is Georgie Mamadashvili, Connor Bradley, Joseph Gomez, Giovanni Leone, Andy Robertson, Harvey Elliott, Wataru Endo, Federico Chiesa, he's still there, and Rio Ngumoa. So, yes, it looks like, again, Isaac is not featuring in this Newcastle side, and it'd be interesting to see over the next couple of days if there's going to be any business from Liverpool and Newcastle regarding the player. I mean, at the moment, it seems to be a stalemate. I think Newcastle have just tried to sign someone, and that's been flatly rejected. So not looking good for them. Much news going on in the transfer market. Well, it seems like Everton have just signed Tyler Diblin, and it looks like it's a fee of 46 million plus 6 million add-on. So that's a bit of a steep one. Whereas the pictures, if you're still with us, what do you think the score will be in with this game and that? I mean, are you expecting Newcastle to upset the balance, or do you feel Liverpool will obviously get something in this? It'll be very interesting to see what's going on there. Good evening, usual. Good evening, ladies. Hope you're keeping well, usual. Nothing is achieved. We're a city, whole population. We are Newcastle United. At least they're United. Unlike us at the moment, we're not looking good. Not looking good at all. And if the rumours is true, apparently we've turned down an offer for Souček. I don't know if that's true or not, or it's just kind of made up mumbo jumbo. Good evening, Daz. Hope you're well as well. Good to see you in here. So while you can, give us your what you think the score prediction in this game will be. Words and Pictures saying I'm expecting Liverpool to win reasonably comfortably. I think I think they will do, but looking at City, I didn't expect it really. I thought they would be at home, they'd be comfortable, but to find Spurs being 2-0 against them, yeah, that kind of says it all. And everyone's saying low to each other, always is good. Well, I think what's going to be interesting for us tomorrow is who does he go with? Is Potter going to be ballsy enough to kind of mix it up in the mix, being it's a cup game? I'm hoping he will do. I don't think we've got no other choice but to see a change. And everyone's saying hello. So what's this here? Let me see if I can find this. I don't know if any of you have read this. This is West Ham United's reveal stance on Graham Potter's future. Pressure mounted on Graham Potter after the bruising 5-1 to Chelsea, yet the board have chosen not to make any immediate changes. We sit bottom of the Premier League, just 2 rounds of the fixtures. Credit for visual reporting goes to the Mirror, whose article set in detail the struggles currently in goal from the London Stadium. Daz is saying that we can't lose again, can we, Tony? You'd like to think no, Daz, but at the moment, when things are not going for you, it's one of those. It definitely doesn't go for you, and it's very hard to get out of it as well. That's the worst part. Lady luck just definitely doesn't shine on your side. So if we can't get out of it, we are not looking good. Usual saying: Newcastle 11-5, Liverpool 1-1, the draw 13-5. That's the interesting odds. Whereas a picture said, I watched the City Spuds game. City lacking cohesion and finishing. Suddenly, Spuds look competent and efficient. That's why I said, for me, it was a no-brainer. We should have gone in for Thomas Frank. I think that would have been ideal for us. Good evening, Matt. Bloody hope not, Des. Potter admitted afterwards, incredibly disappointed, of course, with the result. A good start, scored a great goal, and then conceded a cheap goal, and that probably set the tone for the evening. We played a top side, but the manner of the goals we conceded made it impossible for us. We have to do better. We have to dust ourselves down and prepare to play against Wolves and keep going. How many more times can this man keep saying that, though? So, according to the reports by the Mirror, West Ham's board have decided to stand by Potter for the coming fixtures against Wolves in the Carabao Cup and Nottingham Forest in the league. However, it was also made clear that more damaging results could leave Potter's position under serious threat. So, there is a possibility that if he doesn't get it right, we could be seeing the end of Potter. Wow. Anyone saying hello to each other? Yeah, big up to you as well, Matt, as always. Matt said 5 cheap goals, not just 1 cheap goal. Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, I think he's trying to pull the war out our eyes the way he talks. I mean, it doesn't sound great, does it, when you hear Potter, especially when he gets frustrated. Brendan, good evening to yourself as well. Evening, Ton. Hi, Matt, F, WP, Daz, and Mr. Suspect. Matt saying, stand by Potter and back the bugger in the damn transfer market. This is the key thing, isn't it? I mean, we haven't got long. We haven't got long at all. And, we only got till, next Monday. And it'd be interesting to see if we do get anything over. As you said, on the show last night, we did say possibly 1 to 2 signings. But if we actually get them over the line, it's going to be another thing. If it doesn't happen, then until the January transfer window, it's going to be a very long, hard season for us. Good to see everyone saying hello to each other. Not long before the game kicks off. Brendan saying, I was just checking on West Ham TV. Sean Whitstone just joined for a few minutes. Let's know how that went, Brendan. That might be an interesting conversation. What else does it say? Anything else? So, according to the journalist here, from the perspective of a West Ham supporter, the situation is intolerable. The board's decision to keep Graham Potter in place after such a catastrophic start feels like a betrayal of the fans' trust. How can a manager who's overseen 2 thrashings in a week against the newly promoted side on arrival, with despise losing heavily to, be given more time? 5 wins in all his games in charge, barely scraping a 23% win rate. That's relegation form, pure and simple. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hearing it for months and nothing changes. Sad times. Matt saying, I heard from someone today a rumour that nobody wants to deal with Sullivan regarding transfers, so we've got to basically go out where nobody knows Sullivan and do deals. Right, the game's just kicked off from Liverpool, and straight away it's a long ball approach. Easy for Dan Burton to snap up. Does say Newcastle's got a chance, possibly have, but especially with Liverpool's defence, they're not exactly the greatest. You were saying West Ham Fan TV wiped the floor with him earlier. Need to. I mean, the message has got to be put across, hasn't it? It has to be clearly put out there that we are unhappy where this club is going and the way it's been run. I thought it was bad when we had the Cairns and Terence Brown in charge, but this man has just taken it to a different level. Lenger's just said the shot has gone out for a corner to Newcastle now. So positive start from Newcastle at the moment. Matt said Potter and Avram Grant level on worst points record. Figures though, I think if you look at it, Matt, I think Avram Grant has scored better than what Potter has. Big Bam Burns getting himself in the edge of just in front of the edge of the D. Alanga's taking the corner. Looks like it's going near post. Yeah. And straight to a Liverpool player. But Newcastle got it back in again. And Newcastle win the ball back. But it looks like it's a free kick to Liverpool in there. Brennan saying it was time. But of course, as a pantomime villain, he cannot usually get an answer out. He did say that other agents say West Ham United list of players wanted is not realistic. Also said the players, manager and board need to work together. That's an insult in that itself, don't you think, Brendan? How can you say that we've got to work together when it clearly seems there is no kind of togetherness? It just seems to be Sullivan's way and nothing else. I mean, how can you be... God, dear me. I'm surprised that they wiped the board with him. Matt saying, how can we do deals with nobody who will deal with Sullivan? We can't. Yeah, it's not great. It's not right. Not great at all. Big up to DJ Crane. Big up Tony in the chat. What's this ref cam? Bloody hell, referee's got a camera now. Oh yeah, I can see on his shirt. Matt's also saying we need someone like Dan Burn or Webster at Brighton or another Dawson type. There's a lot of things we need, unfortunately, Matt. Brendan's saying that is the Arnie, mate. I mean, as he said earlier, it is a pantomime. Then if you're saying that, we need to work together. Oh, yeah, now. Sad. James, good evening to yourself. Evening, Tony. Hope you're well, mate. Apart from West Ham, yeah, doing very well, James. I hope you are, mate. Seen some of the content you're doing, so well done, and hope you're keeping well, matey. Good result for you over the weekend, but yeah, us from a West Ham perspective, not good at all, my friend. Not good at all. Newcastle's pretty comfortable. Of course, a lot of space there had been taken up, but unfortunately, Trippier couldn't latch onto it, and it's gone out for a throw-in. As always, the Newcastle fans in full voice. Good evening, Michael, please. Big up, Tony. Got the bad, now you're doing Newcastle. Newcastle with Liverpool games. I know, mate. I mean, I was saying earlier, it is the bank holiday week. It's the end of the bank holiday, so something to do before work comes back in again. So, yeah. And maybe it might be a bit more interest in our game tomorrow, Michael. So, just to pass the time over, as they say. There's something like DJ Crane as well. James saying, yeah, the Liverpool squad got a nice reception arriving at the ground. Jokes aside, this game was always going to be chaotic with the Isaac drama. Yeah, I don't think they've shown any pictures of him so far. Vert's just been cleaned out. Just caught him on the foot, Trippier. Not much in that, really. Are we hoping for a 4-3 Keegan era classic? Oh man, that would make it worthwhile watching this thing, wouldn't it? That's for sure. Brendan's saying, no bank holiday year, had to work today. Yours was last week, I remember rightly, Brendan, wasn't it? You had a bank holiday last week, or was it the week before? I know yours was not that far from this one. So apologies, mate, for saying that comment. Yeah. Mike was saying, worst thing about the West Ham, next 2 games are live, more pain. Well, you know how it goes. If the game's shite, you know what direction we go. So get your music, your TV, your movies, your sweets, the food. Let's get this. Let's start the season off early with them. Yeah, I thought it wouldn't. Yeah, I know it's around August time. Well, I must admit, the weather's been pretty decent today, but I think that's it now. I think tomorrow it's going to be peeing down the rain, so we'll see. So I might be a little bit behind here, showing about 6 minutes according to this, and so far Newcastle enjoying pretty much most of the possession here. I think, yeah, Trippier's just fouled Ekatike, and he's trying to say, like, with me. Well, he's grabbing his arm for one. Ekatike's grabbing his shirt. He then wrenched him, pushes him, makes a bit of a meal of it, but even so. So Liverpool free kick. Probably be 35 yards out onto the left-hand side. Is it Vert's going to be taking it? Gone for the short ball. Ball gets delivered into the box now to no one. Liverpool pick up there with Gakpo into Salah. So Bosley works the ball back in again. Oh, nearly there. Alanga brings it out. Unlucky, nearly got it through there to Gordon. Oh, swiped at the back of him there. Who was that? Gavin Birch. Oh, man. Daz is saying we need to spend lots of money on top players. The players we got are not good enough. The sub bench looks so weak. I mean, the whole, not being funny as well, Daz. I mean, our midfield is definitely weak. I mean, if the rumours are true, apparently Guido Rodriguez is being sold off to, I don't know, it's Benfica or something. I think he's off there. So let's get them, get the money for him and get shot of that one. That'd be great if that's the case. But our midfield is poor, absolutely poor. And let's not start on the keeper. I mean, that is shocking. Not being funny, get Areola in, get him back in between the sticks. I mean, we'll probably see him in the cup game tomorrow, but even still, 2 games now. He should never have started him in the Sunderland game. In my eyes, should have stuck with Areola. If he was making mistakes, then you look to make changes. Van Dijk, be careful of that arm, man. So Newcastle's, they're quite on top of this game at the moment. Liverpool seem to be soaking it up, but if we're not careful. Michael's saying soon we not want to lose this to prove a point. Could get feisty. Yes, yeah. And it'd be one of those we can do without Isaac. We can still win. Corner. Oh, yeah. James is saying one team that stands out for me in the early stages is Tottenham. Thomas Frank has got them well drilled, and they look a threat offensively. Yeah, you could see that against Man City. They definitely put them under the cosh. And I know obviously City have bought new players and trying to gel. It seems now they've got Donnarumma, because I saw one of the goals that the Man City keeper kind of fouled up on. I'm not surprised. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're playing risky there. Gordon could have latched onto that. Good evening, Arsenal man. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in with us. You're saying Newcastle missing a centre forward, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, it seems whatever they do, they just can't seem to buy a player. Everyone's kind of rejecting them at this stage. That was a shocking foul. Yeah, no need for that, really. I'll sheer up in the stands. Ray, good evening to yourself. Good evening, Tony and all. Brendan said you should be a pundit usual, yeah. McManus, good evening to yourself. Big up, Tony. Up, you good? So when's Big Sam coming in? Couple of games, I think, mate. Someone will be coming in. But yes, man, I'm good, man. I hope you are as well. Good to see you. James is saying, someone messaged me saying you rejected a bid for us from Suchek. Didn't know how true that was. Yeah, there is some kind of rumour about this. Cause this was early part as well, but apparently you've just recently inquired and we've rejected it. So we need him at the moment, James, unfortunately. We do desperately need him. Michael was saying Guido likely to get a free. Anything to get him off the books, I suppose, though. Michael, I mean, like, you know, no disrespect to the player, but yeah, he should never have been here in the first place. Also, when it said, what's up with Isaac? He should be ready to play for Newcastle. Not a good attitude. He's doing, not being funny, mate, he's doing the Yuckeres, you know. I'm not going to play for Newcastle again. Just being like a sport kid, unfortunately. This is the problem you're getting with players now. They think they've got a lot of power. But really, in certain respects, who pays his wages? The club. And you're on a contract. You sign up to that contract, and if you start disrespecting it, there's only one answer for that. You put him in the reserves, you let him rot. Doesn't matter how good he is. That's the only way. Matt says, look like Emerson is way too. So only Magic Youth and Scholes as left back. Surely we need experienced cover, not two kids. I don't know what's going on with Matt. I think if it is Sullivan that's pulling all the strings, he's doing his best to kind of get shit rather than do forward. And that, I mean, it just seems that he's got no care for us as fans, no care for this squad by the looks of it, the way it's going. And I don't know, maybe he's looking for. Is he looking for us to get relegated? But Karen Brady saying something completely different. You know, man, we look awful. Keeper looks terrible. Yeah, Daz. I mean, he's not got a good ratio at all. I think he's not even kept. Is it one or two clean? Or is it one clean sheet he's kept so far in his career? Yeah, he's sulking arse. Yeah, Isaac. Usual says, if I knew about this YouTube malarkey, I'd start a football music channel. Well, you know we are, mate. We'll always help you out. That's, you know, if you need any help on that, if you want to do that, yeah, please reach out. You know, there's plenty of us who will help you. And you'll have plenty of backing. That's not good at all. Yeah, sport players, yeah, that's the way they're getting now. Unfortunately, pay them all this money and that, and they think they're gods. And as you know, the old saying, there's no I in team. The usual, have you done Newcastle's a bit? Matt saying, no, downed his tools. I think Arsenal doesn't want to play for Newcastle anymore. Yeah, that's what he's basically said, Matt, isn't it? Don't want to play for Newcastle anymore. How many times have we seen that with players? Michael B said, oh, yeah, I've just seen this one as well. Spuds and Villa are now interested in Pac-Man, plus apparently two other clubs as well, Michael, but they're not mentioning who they are. They can't let him go, surely. Well, with Sullivan, anything's possible. Anything is possible. And don't be surprised that we do see Paqueta go, and that would be a fucking travesty if that does happen. Yep, I agree with you there, Brendan. I'd subscribe usual. Yeah, same thing. You'd have plenty of us doing that as well. What's going into happen with Wissa as well? He's not happy at all with Brentford. They're playing hardball. They just want to keep hold of the player. They need it. They need him. Because you've got to think they've sold a few players off. They do need him. He don't want to be there as well now. He'd rather come and play Newcastle. But Brentford are telling him how it is, so he's not going anywhere at this stage. You're saying, Daz, Southend done me for a nice few quid today at a 4-timer. Ooh, nice usual. Very nice. Matt said, I'm telling you, they'd sell Bone if they could, Michael. The owners are selling any valuable asset with a decent price. Well, I think we've said it before. If he's looking to asset strip this club, he's going the right way around it. And the problem is, whoever's going to come in, if anyone is going to come in, then it's hard work. Newcastle coming forward with the ball. Poor delivery again. Yeah, Newcastle letting themselves down here in the final third. They're getting possession, but not delivering it where it should go. James says, Souček is a decent player, but not an urgent position we need. We've just got Tyler Diblin. Yes, seen that. 46 million apparently, with £6 million add-ons. Elanga coming through. Oh, Joe Linton has just missed that to put him up. Anthony Gordon going through. Can he still win that? He's still on the ball. He threw himself to the ground there, got away with that. He's done himself in at the same time, but yeah, I don't think it was more Anthony Gordon the way he slipped. Let's see if the replay will show that again. So Bosley coming in with him. Yeah, he's kind of thrown himself there. Nothing much in there. Tyler's even signed up when we needed as a right wing. Now we need a right back and another striker. Yeah, we're in that situation. So, free kick for Newcastle there, just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Match saying Isaac would be like Peter Odemwingie at the Sky Sport car park of the deal falling through. You imagine that? That would be absolutely hilarious, Matt. Tonali ready to take the kick. What the hell was that? It's just literally gone through everyone and out for a throw-in to the other side of the pitch. Weird. Don't get that one. Aces, good evening to yourself as well, mate. Hope you're good. Usual saying, Bruno, I have trouble time. There's a YouTube video for that as well, usual. Nice one. Ace says, Sullivan only cares about money. Yeah, sad state of affairs. Brendan says, usual, I can't reach mine anymore. Ace saying, Inter Milan 1, Torino 0. Thank you very much for that. You're saying, Desna, I mean, Southend fucked me over for your quid. They finished 1-1. Oh, yeah, it's a bit feisty there. Van Dijk's giving some lip to the referee. He's saying it should work both ways. Book him. Dissent. Ace is also saying Atletico Bilbao 1, Rayo Vallecano 0. Again, thanks, Aces. Yeah. Matt says Pac-Man will go on the final day of the transfer window. Trust me. Yeah, that's when we know we can't do nothing about it. Unfortunately, Matt. The day you can see it coming if it does happen. Yeah, and this bloke will not give a damn. Well, that's a set piece from Newcastle. It was pretty poor. Liverpool coming forward, but there's a free kick to Liverpool again. Salah, they reckon he's actually kind of made the foul. Dad says, sorry, you're unlucky, mate. Yeah. Ace saying Napoli closing on loan move for Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, that is an interesting one as well. I mean, probably the best move for him, really. And yeah, Wolves rejecting 50 million for Strand Larsen from Wolves because they believe there's insufficient time to find replacements. That's why they rejected the bid from Newcastle. Replacement for Callum Wilson. Jesus. Yeah, when we can't sign anyone. Arsenal Manic saying Ace has a live video printer with scores. Mark was saying these players who don't get the move got to go back in the team, head between their legs. And this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, Morgan Gibbs White, okay, he's got given a buy because he signed the contract. But you imagine what that would have been at the time. Where's Mama? No, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's probably at the, could be at the game. Michael's saying. I hope she's well though. I will message her to see if everything's okay. Matt saying if Pac-Man goes, who will score the goals if Bowen gets injured? Can't rely on Callum Wilson. Yeah, man. Matt saying probably cheering on the Hawaii lads and the living room races. Yeah. Arsenal Manic says, Isaac, hang your head in shame. You may have been the difference maker in this game. True. Absolutely true. Coming to the 20-minute mark, it's still 0-0. Newcastle getting more of the chances. Liverpool's had 2, I'd say, at this point. Matt says, I think Ekatike will be the difference, Arsenal Manic. Anthony Gordon's putting himself about at the moment. Harvey Barnes. Denali, can he get delivered in? Oh, nearly. Allison just got down in time to scoop the ball in. Ace is saying Fortetta is praying for Saka's return against West Ham in October. Yeah, they reckon he's out for about a month. But I think, to be honest, Aces, I think this is going to be a string of injuries you might see with Saka this season. I don't think you're going to see the same player since that injury. And it is a shame because he's young. You don't want to see that with anyone. But history tells you once you've got them injuries, very hard to come back from. And when we saw the opening game, I said yesterday, you can see Saka jumping out of a lot of chances or challenges, shall I say. Michael saying Daggers got their first win today versus Hemel Hempstead. Yeah, they're not a bad side, Hemel Hempstead. Yeah, up the Daggers. That says, why is it when you do a football bet, one lets you down all the time? I'll be richer. That didn't happen. Man. I'm not being funny, mate. I mean, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if you look at that bloody... I think, did it get win or is it still... Let me have a look. Oh, so someone did win it then. Must have won it on the week before, Euro Millions. Was it 210 million it went up to? And it's supposed to have got easier with the new owners, but don't seem like it. James says, I think Newcastle and Villa are in for a tricky season. Not saying they'll drop off massively, but they won't trouble the Champions League places. Yeah, I mean, Villa, it seems to have had their little bounce from last season. Now it seems to be a little bit off the ball. And yeah, Newcastle, don't know. Richest club on the planet, and yet they can't do certain business. Man saying Strand Larson is a good player, quick, mobile, good finisher, and good at holding up the ball. Well, seeing what Wolves are saying, I can understand it. You haven't got long to try and get a replacement in. And if you can't get a replacement in, you're not going to sell a player that's going to be one of your assets, I suppose. Michael B said, Board giving Potter 2 games. Funny the window will be closed in. Who would you get in? This is the thing, isn't it? I mean, if it doesn't go well and they do get rid of Potter, it's the candidates who's out there. I mean, Matt's mentioned 2 there at the moment. Yeah, Steve Cooper or Sean Dyche. We've got to get someone who knows how to bloody get a team playing. That's the thing. We've missed out on Thomas Frank. I mean, Jesus, who else would you get in? I don't think we're bold enough, but go to Bournemouth, get Iriola. Because if you get him, I think they've just sold a couple of players as well, Bournemouth. So that's another couple of players gone. So if he feels a little bit iffy in that, then why not take the gamble, go him? Would you consider, and I'm not saying I'm saying yes to it, Marco Silva from Fulham? Would you take him? Let me know that one. Would you take him? Newcastle are playing better. Just need that front man. Yeah, this is where they're lacking. I mean, Harvey Barnes and the camera just went for a burn, and Anthony Gordon seems to be the one that's trying to provide the energy. Joe Linton winning the ball off of Gavin Birch. Yeah, Szoboszlai's a bit too clever for that. Oh, well done. Backheel job and he got away with it. Ekatike, unlucky. Back into Gordon. Can he do anything with it? Still got it. Oh, referee, come on there. Kanate pulled him down. And Kanate's trying to say there was an elbow there. Nothing of it. Yellow card coming out from Kanati. Michael's saying we're lucky we have a talented youth team to play in the championship. Let's see now. Was there anything in that? No elbow. As he's look at that, Kanati trying to say there was an elbow in the face. Nothing of it. Nothing of it. Even if he can there is blow his shoulder blade. Okay, now no wonder they want to get rid of him. Ace is saying to be the EFL trophy game between Bristol Rovers versus Tottenham under 21s. Newcastle again, roughly about 35 yards, I'd say, from the edge of the D. So who's it going to be taking? Is it Trippier or is it Alanga? Matt's saying they'll get absolutely run over in the championship, Michael. Can't play a team of kids in the championship. Good experience from though, Matt. I think if you look at it, as long as we mix it up. Oh, Newcastle, come on, man. You need to get it put away. They've definitely unsettling Liverpool at the moment. Liverpool's not getting to their stride. Fair play. Thank you, Aces. France won the Remillins last Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, when you look at that, comment yourself now. Ball out to Salah, cuts in. Is he going to have a shot? No, ball played through, but cut out. But he's going to get himself in trouble if he can't get out of it. Livramento. Jones is on him. Well done, kid. Well done. Arsenal, when it sounds, I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I think Arsenal should be the favourite to win the Premier League, and he's got no excuses now. No, you've bought some good players. So yes, you've got every opportunity to do it. Unfortunately, it is the manager that's going to let you down more than anything else. That's going to be the key thing. But yeah, you have bought some good players, Arsenal, man. This, in certain respects, could possibly be your year. But this Liverpool team, it's early days yet. But if you get, he'll get something out of them. Oh, what a ball! Oh, Gordon just clipping over the crossbar there. Liverpool sitting, they're sitting low on the defence, but Newcastle, yeah, I think we've all agreement they do need someone to put it in the back of the net. Just glances over and brushes the top of the net. Michael's saying Saka played scared last game since the injury. When you don't commit, odds you'll get it. And this is the thing, isn't it? If you start pulling out of challenges, you're going to get hurt more than anything else. And you don't need to kind of be doing that. I said, Big Ange. I'll take a Big Ange. At least he's got a bit of acumen about him. Yeah, he's got something about him. Newcastle enjoying a good spell here. Langer's causing a bit of trouble, but Anthony Gordon, again, it's coming. Newcastle look like they're going to have more chances of scoring at the moment. It is slowly but surely coming. Kanati's being done like a kipper here all the time. Yeah, it's getting feisty, isn't it? It is a feisty game, which is good to see. I'll take Ange. Yeah, same here, Daz. I would as well. Matt saying, I don't know if he'd come Daz after being at Spurs. Think of it, Matt. Got a point to prove, haven't you? Got a point to prove. So I'll take it. It wouldn't be a bad shot. Yeah, Newt would be spicy match. Michael plays because of Isaac. The usual saying, Newcastle bid 50 million for Wolves. According to yeah. It's just that obviously, as I said, they don't want to lose because it's too close to the edge of the window. They feel like they can't get no one in. Daz said, I just want us to attack a lot more. Unfortunately, Daz, with our midfield, we can't push forward enough. And we can all be in agreement that when you look at these formation that he plays, there's no way that this 3-5-2 system works. There's no two ways about it. I've got one of my friends message me that he's a Liverpool fan, and I love his comments. The River's a Newcastle supporter. I can definitely a Newcastle supporter. If that's the only way Newcastle can win a game, then good luck with them. Bitter pill. Never mind. Yeah, they rejected it. You're saying, Brenda's saying, I don't think you'll be loyal to the Spuds. Yeah, absolutely, Brendan. You know, the way they turned him over, won a cup for him and that, and you get sacked for the privilege. Why'd you say that? Moyes? Yeah, same kind of thing. Who knows? Yeah. Good evening, Pepsi. Cadbury's fruit and nut bar. Everyone's a fruit and nut case. Who remembers? Ace is saying Forest game on Sunday could end in horror show. Yeah, I think they'll have a field day with us on that one as well. It's going to be a sad state of affairs, and who knows? Because after that, we've got Spuds coming up as well. That's even greater. I just want us to attack a lot more. Yeah, nearly coming forward again. There is this Tonali. Has he got the legs? He's coming through. Oh no! What a mistake! Newcastle fluffed it up there. They haven't got the legs, the players. Matt's saying, "No, look at that one. Look at that. I thought I saw the Dalai Lama petting a chihuahua in the back of a Ford Orion. Well done, Matt. Well done. I love that." You were saying that New Everton Stadium looked good on TV at the weekend. Yeah, I mean, it does look decent. Although, James, if you're still in the chat, you can only name it a certain name, can't you? You can't use any other names. They don't want you using other names. It's just one particular name. McManus is saying, would you take Steve Cooper? I don't think he's a bad manager, but I don't think he suits us, if that makes sense, McManus. I don't think it would fit well. If you're kind of getting rid of Potter and you bring someone like him in there, in certain respects, you're kind of going for like. So that's the way I see it. Maybe people in the chat see it differently, but that's how I see it. You're just going to literally have the same old. So in that respect, no, I wouldn't take him. Better than us, yeah. I was saying Gordon keeps hitting the barn door. Yeah. If he cuts his hair in that, might see better. But he's the one that more than likely is going to score, I think, here. I was going to say, again, Newcastle was scored. Need that striker. I wonder where Isaac is at this moment, and is he laughing his head off at this? That's a million times better, yeah. I was going 3-4 chances now, Newcastle. Yeah, should have put it in bed. And this is the thing, isn't it? All it takes is Newcastle to score one. But if Liverpool do it first of all, that's when it could upset Newcastle. Definitely usual, maybe suspect. Mike was saying Big Sam, more like with Sullivan. Yeah, that would be the icing on the cake. Matt saying need to defend better and cause trouble for opponents, Daz, but Potter only plays for draws. Coming at the 35 minutes, still 0-0. Salah's on the ball again. So Boz Light, can he deliver the ball into the box? Again, overhitting. Arsenal Manic said, why would you want Ange for his Premier League record was shocking at Spurs? And they arguably had a better squad than West Ham. At least he tries to play football. That's the thing for me. Ange tries to play football. You got to look at the squad. If the squad don't like the player, the manager, and that they don't always see the right. And like I just said there, and it is 1-0 to Liverpool, and that is Gravenberch, and that says it all. Yeah, have all that possession, and you kind of just leave a gap open, and he drills from outside of the 18-yard area, and Pope is left stranded, really. That says, what do you think Acid was good for? Oh, through Guimaraes' legs by the looks of it. There's no kind of block there. And jinks off the post. And Pope was left stranded, basically. Yeah. Definitely caught out. Wow. That's it. Matt saying Big Sam is finished in management, Michael, please, and I doubt he'll want to work with Sullivan again. Yeah, I doubt that very much, man. Michael saying we saw the future midfield pre-season, Paqueta, Potts and Fearon. Spot on. Why this man can't see it, I don't know. Potts should be given a chance, and I've always said this. You're saying the T Shamrock and Shelbourne Thursday night. That should be good. Ace is saying Ed Sheeran on the beach at St James's Park tonight. Newcastle, man. Yeah, can't score. Yeah. But man said I'll keep an eye on Nuno. That's a good shout as well. If he does become available, I'll take Nuno. Yeah. Him and Marinakis not getting on could mean Nuno could get the sack. Yeah, it's a strange situation. Yeah, not being funny. When you look at Marinakis, because he bowed out, was it Lille? He pumped money into them as well, and he gets away with that. Interesting. Good shout, McManus. Yeah, Nuno. It could become available. Who knows? Big up Pepsi. And Matt Simons here. Nuno wouldn't work with Sullivan. Both will go through. Yeah. Oh, White's lemonade. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Yeah, remember them adverts? Bloody hell, man. Used to be, there was this, White's, we used to be one at Beckton. I think it's still there, I believe. Usual respects, but Daz, it needs a complete mood modelling. It's not fit for purpose as a football stadium, 100%. And the interesting thing was, you got to think, the reason why it got rejected when Newham and West Ham went for the ground is all because Sadiq Khan plus Hernan Levy, but Sadiq Khan of all people, want to have athletics there. Tell me, the people in the chat, since 2012, what Olympics have you actually seen in the London Stadium? You know, if I've missed it, please let me know. Aces is saying Canati Mind is in Madrid and he's doing a trend like last year by leaving on a free in the summer after the World Cup. Again, could be such a better player. Pepsi saying Egypt Premier League, Pyramids nil, Modern Sport 2, 70 minutes. Thank you, Pepsi. And look at that, he's got Eze there already on his picture. You got your man at long last, Pepsi. Probably the decent one. Matt's saying, yeah, never going to happen usual. We don't own it, and the government want to keep it also for athletics and concerts. Be good to see when we actually, when they use it for athletics, because I said I haven't seen it. True usual. Matt saying Pepsi doing the worldwide video printer tonight. Yep, Aces. 1-0, yeah, for fuck's sake. Paul from nothing. Yeah, this is the thing. Newcastle with a corner now. 40 minutes. I like this referee cam. Ref cam. Look at that. Ref cam. Wow. Getting modern now with the technology. Matt, it's falling to pieces. It definitely is. That's all it takes, isn't it? You got to think Mourinho with Chelsea used to be like that. One goal, shut up shop, that's it. And that's all it took. Won them the league. Long distance, low shot. Showing it from the referee's angle as well. Ref cam. Loving that, the ref cam. Brendan saying, Daz, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Brendan, I saw what you did there. That's superb. Matt saying, yeah, I know usual suspect. It's a joke. Pep saying, Cymru North, Greshford Neil, I did know 4. James said, yeah, exactly. That's what champions do. May not play well, but find a way to go ahead. And that's all it takes. Anthony Gordon fluffed another thing there. Taking getting a bit risky. Oh, Slot's going on one. He's got a bit angry and all. He don't like the referee's decisions, and he's still going on. Nice shiny ball did there from the Slot. Matt saying pulling them out tonight. Pepsi, blimey, yes. Michael saying you have three types of managers: suicide football, good football, and scared football. We have the third type. We could also say the first one as well, with some of the decisions he bloody makes. Not good for anything. Yeah, usual Edwin Star War. Pepsi saying the Switzerland Challenge League, Zamax 1, Vaduz 0. Fine tune, usual, brilliant. Matt saying Potts, JWP, and Suchik midfield tomorrow. I think Tony. I'd like to see the Potts in there, that's for sure. But JWP, get him to bloody hold, if anything. Get the other two doing the work. Yes, Daz, you're not wrong there, mate. Yeah, he is a little bit pony. You're saying, was it a good goal, Ton, or was it a daisy cut? No, it's fairly good. I mean, he literally he got it from the edge of the 18-yard box, cut in a little bit, and then just literally took the shot. And it was a low shot going into the left-hand side, and it kind of cannoned off the post. Pope was left stranded. He couldn't do much about it. Matt saying it's a daisy cutter. Low and hard, that's all it needs to be done. But Salah just put a ball through there, and they're both players have fluffed it. Yeah, Jones and Ekatike. Michael Blee said Sadiq Khan won't sell the London Stadium. He wants to convert. Oh dear, man. Daz is that over Newcastle could come back possibly. You said I've seen the goal and can't make my mind up. Bit of both, innit? Only when Sullivan's gone, Michael. Yeah. Ask when it's saying Aces. Do you have another Irish reserve scores by any chance? Brendan saying always enjoy scoring a daisy cutter usual. Michael Blee says London Stadium is only a temp structure. How long it will be fit for purpose? This is true. Yeah. 2 mile hits the post and in Brendan. Matron. Ray Burke is saying the guy in the old whites advert is Elvis Costello's dad. In fact, I thought there was some resemblance. Thank you, Ray. Love that fact. That's the type. Yeah. Michael Blee is saying any investors or new owners we need to build a stadium for football can afford that. Well, if you look at these Americans, if it is going to be these Americans and they are billionaires, then they could do it. And not being funny, you were supposed to see Amanda Staveley and her group supposed to have been buying into Spurs, but that's not happened yet. Stranger things have happened. Declan McManus, thank you very much, usual for the name as well. Matt saying I scored them on Sensible Soccer back in the day, Brendan. Also, saying Pepsi, you didn't give us the Costa Rican Segundas. Bad by the way. Matt said he also forgot the Faroe Islands League after Romantic. Man. You're just saying his father's name was Ross McManus. He's getting a yellow card there. Burn. Looks like Burn's getting a booking just before half time. Yellow card. Let's see what happened here. Comes in. Ooh, nice kick to the shin from Burn there. But give Cello his dues. He got up. No complaints from him. See, that would be a good shout for you as well. We'd love to have seen him at our place, but you got to think also Gordon Liverpool was interested in Gordon as well, but that never happened. I'd love Barnes at West Ham. Yeah, well, we did look at him, didn't we, Matt, before he decided, fuck, Anthony Gordon there has just gone into the back of Virgil there. He is literally piled into the back of him. That's an easy one for the referee. The yellow card's coming out. He's caught Virgil right in the back of the Achilles near enough. Yeah, he's got to go down. Wow. That was a bit naughty. He's literally raced from across the pitch. Oh, man. No, he's got a yellow for it. Got a yellow. Should be red, though, when you look at it. I mean, the way he's come flying through him here. Wow. He's literally pole drive through him. I wonder if VAR see it from a different perspective. Oh, shit, man. Yep, VAR is looking at it now. Checking for possible red card. Serious foul play. I think that's a red myself, don't you? I think you're saying it, Michael. John Barnes, yeah, usual saying like that. Harvey Barnes to Brendan. Red card for Gordon. I think it will be. Referee's being asked to go and look at the screen bollocks of it. Yeah, get out of the way. You staying where you are, Ramirez. They're all having a look. Fuck off out of it, he's saying. Yeah. I've changed my mind. Don't want Gordon now. That's what Arsenal players do. Arsenal manic, joking aside. He's come. Yeah, that's got to be a red. That's got to be. Look the way he came in. He is literally flew across there to get him. How the referee's given that as a yellow, I don't know. Oh dear me, that's an ankle breaker if you're not careful. Shit. I was going to say that's now worse than the Liverpool challenge earlier. VAR check, come on. Yeah. Oh, so fickle much? Not at all. Let's say we'll take him. We need an haircut. We need an on that. Checking the VAR. And it looks like the referee's saying something. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, I'm not going to do it for copyright. But it looks like, the yellow's going to be taken, and it probably is going to be a red now. Yellow's taken away. Out comes the red. Bye-bye, Gordon. And yes. 2 minutes of extra time, 47 minutes at the moment, and Anthony Gordon is now walking off. Eddie Howe's now thinking, what the fuck do I do? Pepsi saying, Petrojet 1, Arab contractors, not a joke. Neil, wow, what a name. He's first for the season. Anthony Gordon, seeing red. Bye-bye, Gordon. Don't use all the hot water, as they say. Ace is saying there, game over now. Yeah. I mean, it's not worse than that. Hole in the back of Virgil's sock there as well. Opening's okay. Ray saying, Guilty Jod thinks Gordon is a moron. Yes, right. Guilty John has a point, Roy. Yes, very true, Brendan. He does have a massive point to prove. And Daz says, smash the lights, guys. Thank you very much for that, Daz. Matt says, lack of discipline from Gordon. Yeah, I don't know what was going through, because he literally ran from the other side of the pitch. Why he decided to do that, I don't know, Matt. Didn't deserve to do that. That's absolute stupidness. Even the referee shaking his head. No, I can't believe that. Man. What's the matter? Meow. Hello, mister. Lack of discipline yet. Gordon gets an Uncle Ted. Madness. Yeah, absolute madness. Yes, great tune, Ray. Arsenal saying this game fell apart for Newcastle. There could have been 2 goals up. Yeah, it could have been, not exactly put to bed, but they could have definitely kind of put some pressure on. He's let the play go on there. It's a Buzz light. You go forward, but not backwards. Matt saying maybe Gordon did it for Isaac. Oh man. They say Gordon now misses the Leeds, Wolves, and Bournemouth game. Now the cat aces. French Bulldog, she's doing well. She's doing good. Oh, Frenchie, she's doing very well. Not in this heat, though. Don't like the heat as much. You say Newcastle are centre forward away from being a good team. Did have him. But yeah, Isaac playing silly sod. Also want to say needs to go out for toilet or wants food. Now's a good time break. Yes. Food more than anything else. I'll put some more out in a minute. James is saying, we can't understand what has gone through his head. Yeah, I was surprised when he was with us. He never got a red, too erratic. I mean, yeah, that was just absolute madness. To run across the pitch and do what he just did there, and it deserves to be. I'm glad they VAR looks at it because it was a bit naughty, absolutely naughty. Wonder if they appeal the red. Maybe they look at it, they might say, yeah, probably the right decision. But knowing that how they are struggling for players and that, they could possibly do that. It's a cat. They get bored at home. Now this one was hardly at home. It was always out. Brendan said, let's see Wilson back to them usual. West Ham can take one for the team. We'll take one for the team, no doubt. Arsenal might saying poor little thing, yeah, and get fed well enough. Brings its own food in as well. Des says, Tony, what do you think about the tomorrow game? I'm hoping it's a little bit of a respite from the league, but when you look at our squad, Daz, the only thing I see him changing is possibly the midfield area, maybe giving some of the youngsters a run out, and Areola in goal. But even then, I don't think we've got enough to get sent out of that game. I think Wolves will capitalise on our form at the moment, and if you're any manager and you watch your opposition, it's an easy one. Pile the pressure on them, make sure they can't they can get anything going forward. Make sure you put the defence under the cosh, because not being funny, we've seen it in the last two games. All they need is free kicks and corners, and we are buggered because we can't head for shit, and that's where they'll capitalise on us. So yeah, if you're a decent manager, you do that. So I don't think we're going to get much out of this game tomorrow. If we do, it'll be a bonus, but I wouldn't even say a paper over the cracks, because it's only 2 games and a cup game. So far at the moment, it don't even cover that side of things. It just means that I wouldn't even say for a West Ham point of view, as a fan, that we I don't know about you, but we can be happy about it because we know we're too early in the season to see where this is going to go, and getting through one cup game, okay, there's more money which could help the club and the squad, but really and truthfully, yeah, it's going to be poor. Ace says Champions League draw on Thursday would be interesting viewing. Yeah, that would be an interesting one. Ace, I mean, what do you think yourself, Aces? Who do you think you're going to get? Let us know that one as well. You're saying not having Isaac is the difference in this match. He's a massive, massive miss for them. Maybe after this tomorrow and that, we may see a different stance from Newcastle and Isaac. Who knows? But if he's still going to have his toys out of the pram, then best thing to do there and that is try and get rid of him while you got the chance. Matt says probably not Michael, but you might get extra time for frivolous appeal. Dad says my heart is going for a 3-1 win, but my brain is going for a 5-0 loss. Especially if he puts out the same keeper in. Matt says performance more important than the result tomorrow, Tony. Performance, yes. I mean, because we've seen now in 2 games where we've we have massively let ourselves down in our style of play. So really, in that respect, for me, I'd rather see us trying to work on things which we can then carry into the league games. Don't get me wrong, cup games are always nice to get through to the next round because you never know where it's going to go with it. But let's be realistic. If our season's going to go to shit like it may be, then performances for me, Matt, is more important than obviously a cup game. Because a cup game and that, you can be knocked out of that even if you're in the top half of the table. But where we are at the moment, we get knocked out and we still don't carry on, improving our performances, then it only goes one way. And we don't want to go that way. Pep said, "Go Liga Portugal, Estrela nil, Alverca won 38 minutes." Thank you much, Pepsi. Brendan's saying, usually, do you think the Toon changed their play to revolve around one player, and when that player is out, it all falls apart? It's an interesting comment there, Brendan. I mean, when you look at it, it's the fact that Newcastle had a game played because the first 10, possibly 15 minutes, it was all them. They put a lot of pressure on Liverpool. It's just the fact, and obviously this is where you said about the keeper. That's not having a forward is a telling point. But other than that, really, Liverpool are kind of lucky, really, that Newcastle couldn't score. Because it'd be interesting to see how Liverpool will come back in this game if, for instance, Newcastle, like Arsenal Manic said, did get 2 goals. Michael saying we need to go for 3-3. Ariella, Skulls are good. Mavs, Wempazaka, Paqueta, Potts, Orford, Diouf, Bowen, and Marshall. That's a good team. I like that. Bit of inventive there, and also a bit of youth in there, bit of drive. That wouldn't be a bad shot. But can Potter be bold enough to do that? I don't know. Brendan saying, "Go on, Pepsi, entertain yourself in your basement." Matt saying, "Good seeing there, Michael. I like that. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. We need to do something, that's for sure." Topher, they just seem so much better when he's in the team. Agree on that. They're just replaying this Gordon challenge again. He's launched himself on the back of Van Dijk's Achilles. Lucky enough, didn't properly connect with it. Managed to literally pull his sock down on his leg more than anything else, and then come down on his ankle. And oh no, you can see 2 nice raking stud marks along his calf there. Oh, look at that! 2 spare ribs going on his calf. Did he say? Is he saying sorry, or is he shaking hands with him? But wow. No good. Beverage guys, I'm just going to go and get some water because I need to get some. Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Big up Revy. Big up Tony. Liverpool, we struggled to get through the physical style of Newcastle, and it did show we looked panicky on the ball, but once the goal went in, we were slightly more calmer. Yeah. I mean, Ravi, did you see the Gordon challenge? Let me know what you thought about that as well, mate. A little bit naughty. There, and they're saying like each other as well. Any other activity going on the transfer market? Have we seen anything, guys? Much happening? Pepsi saying best to delete Carla Iceland League. KO Reykjavik 1, Stjarnan 2, or Stjarnan 2. Michael saying good game. I said there would be a red, but was looking like Liverpool were going to get it. Yeah, and very interesting when what Gordon did. Considering he wasn't having a bad game either, why he suddenly decided to kind of throw himself around like he did, I don't know. Real Bittersweet Anthony deal. Interesting. Good evening, Colin. Hope you're keeping well, mate. He's saying, good evening, Tony, mate. How have you been? Yeah, good. Been enjoying the day's weather. What Potter needs to change the system and not be stubborn. That's a key word there. We definitely need a young striker, 2 midfielders and a centre-back. But if only one comes in, we're doomed. As always, Colin, I think the biggest problem, which we always do, excuse me, is we leave it too late. Leave way too late. And considering we've only got less than a week, really, before this window shuts, I can't see it. Can't really see us getting many. Now, Ravi says, what I think is if Liverpool do short, sharp passes and move in and take shots, they can help us through the physicality of the game. Well, Newcastle's obviously got to, rejig their plans now that Gordon's been sent off and what style that they'll come out with. That'll be the telling point. And it's if Liverpool use that to their advantage. I think that's the key thing for me, Ravi. Are Liverpool going to use it to their advantage? Yay! Good evening, Michael Chelsea. Evening, Taunton. All the ladies in the chat is saying, hope you're keeping well, mate. And again, appreciate you being on the show last night. Colin, evening, Colin. Hope you're well. Good to see you. And good evening to Benny CFC. Evening, Michael. Hope you're doing well, Benny. Good to see you in here. And Michael's saying, BHF football director on holiday, don't deal on a holiday. Won't deal on a holiday. Man. And Michael's saying hello to everyone as always. Ravi saying Gordon didn't need to make that challenge. VVD was lucky that he didn't connect fully or it'd be out for the season. So good call from VAR. Gordon was a threat and Newcastle lost that. Yeah, not good at all. People as well, before the game kicks off, what do you think of this, ref cam that they're doing here at the moment? First time I've seen it. Ref cam. Look at this advert here. You got old Big Sam, Alan Pardew, Tony Pulis, Uber Eats. Michael said we can't play Potter's system. Don't have the players for it. Totally agree on that comment. A good coach adapts to players they have, and that's what you should do. I totally agree on that comment. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know why Potter has thought about this, because we are more of a counter-attacking team. We all know that. We know that. Us as the fans, we know that. But why? Why the hell? Look at that, Barney. Why the hell he sticks with what he's, and it clearly doesn't work. But if that's going to put the nail in the coffin for him and he's going to be gone, then he's only got himself to blame for it. Everyone's going like that. Yeah, Tony, 1-0 is still not so. Of course not, man. Of course not. I think they say this is where Liverpool now got to take advantage in the second half and use that extra man. But as you know, Ravi, 10 men sometimes put up more on a fight than they do with more with 11 men on the park. Agree with you, Tony. Yeah, thank you very much. Colin saying, good evening, everyone in the chat. Always nice to join you all, and it's always great to everyone being together and having a good old chat. Even if it's not really our game, it's good to watch a game like this. Breath of fresh air for us for the moment, us West Ham fans, while the shit's going on. Michael saying, evening, Michael Lawrence. Lawrence sends his love. That's superb. That's always brilliant, too, the banter. Ravi says, I quite like ref cam. It looks like VR. It's just really Ravi when you see these hands in front of you as he's running along, and that's the best part. Des is saying 2-0 Liverpool. Ekatike 2-0 game over. And can't be a counter-attacking team when you're a slow as Yes, we are, man. We are definitely 2-0. So I'm a bit behind. What's happened here? Why did it suddenly kind of taking this time? Let me refresh that, see what's going on there. Look at the gap that Newcastle left open there. Easy for Ekatike. And it's virtually a similar goal to the first goal. Yeah, and Cannon's off the post yet again. They've obviously done their own work on Pope, that's for sure. Well, yeah, he always does, mate. Or should I say she? Tony's gone for a pint. I've gone for something, man. James said, Ekatike, 3 goals in 3 games. Do they really need Isaac? It's good to have competition. And you imagine if they put the 2 of them up top. Gamira is now, he's lost the plot. He's now been booked. 2-0 Newcastle. There's a bit of frustration from the Newcastle players. Look of it. Oh, Kanate there. I mean, yeah, there's a clear shove there. And nothing. Matt saying could be a cricket score in there, possibly. Quite vocal, Ramirez. Gets himself a yellow for it. And Ace is saying Hugo Ekatike going to destroy Arsenal's defence comfortably on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, they'll be up for that game. And it's at Anfield as well, Ace, as I remember rightly. Ace is asking what to say. Well, that's that then. Yeah, true, Matt. Mama Flossie, yeah, perhaps, yeah, she is. Michael Bleed is saying, problem we have is when Jimmy is back, how does he fit the system? I can see Gilherme ending up being a cam in the future also. I think this is the problem, isn't it? Where are we going to put in, with the current system, how he's playing this, where will these 2 players fit in? That is an interesting thing, isn't it? Where will they actually fit in? Unless he kind of changes, if he sticks with that back 3, unless he changes it there, that's the only way you're going to fix some of your win. But that's a good shout, though, Mark. I think, Gilherme, because he can be, touted as being a forward as well. Yeah, playing behind. Asa said Saudis might sack Howe sooner than later. Well, not being funny, I think if you look at the owners have done well to keep Howe on for as long as they have, because I thought when they first come in and that, they would see how he got on and they would literally get a top name in. But no, given their fair dues, they've stuck with the manager. And we know he's not, but he's a good manager. I mean, if he does go, Eddie Howe, that would be another one. Take him at West Ham as well. He's worked with nothing when he was at Bournemouth, so he'll have no worries there. Good evening, Mandy. Hope you well. Oi. Hi, Alf. Hope you well, Mandy. Good to see you as always. Mama won't be happy Newcastle losing. No, that's probably why she's not on tonight as well. But yeah, Liverpool look a bit comfortable now. I'll take out. Yeah, it'd be a good shout. Michael, yeah, yes, indeed. Now it's reversed now. Now you've got Liverpool putting the pressure on. Good link-up play, but no one in the box there. Good delivery for Sabozlai, but no one latches onto it or connects with it. Shah delivers it out for a throw-in. Good evening, Stephen. Hope you will. Good to see you as well, mate. Evening, people. And say hello to Mandy and Stephen. Des says, "You mean Alf Garnett, Mandy? Yeah, Alf Garnett. No, Alf. I've been referred to as Alf. There's a few other names, but we won't go into those at the moment." Newcastle coming forward yet again. Big up, Mr. Joshy J, and big up to Tony in the chat. Big up to yourself. I think you're doing a watch along as well, if I remember rightly. What did you make of the game so far? Yeah, Newcastle now just sitting back. Definitely some poor delivery by Liverpool as well now. Alanga, the only one's trying to press now. That's all you can do at the moment. Salah. Yeah. Liverpool started getting their stride now. Well, and they've just kind of kicked the ball out from one side of the pitch to the other. And also say hello to everyone there. Mandy saying 8-5 Liverpool were. I was going to bet 20 and thought can't be bothered. Oh, Mandy, never mind. Mr. Joshy J said I'm alive as well. Newcastle stinker and hooked. Definitely red card. Oh yeah, without a doubt. To run the other length of the pitch to do that, Mr. Joshy J, you're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Colin saying, Tony, problem is our centre-backs are not good enough, and this is going to be a big problem. No good in the air. And there is no organiser, no commander at the back, and it seems they don't know how to work together. And that in itself is shocking, Colin, because when you think the Geordies no mug, it seems interesting when you've got Mavropanos playing, as much as he's a bit of a donkey in that. At least he does something. He tries at least. But how this lot, for the height of them, the owners are being pandered there. They don't look happy at all. Do not look happy at all. And I think that must be the chairman because the camera's panning heavily. Jamie Rubin, Newcastle director and RB Sports and Media representative. Yeah, and the bloke next to him and that is kind of pursing his lips, but looking him at the corner of his eye. No answer at all. Yeah, we haven't got a leader, have we? There's not. Would you say there's any leaders on the pitch, Colin? Would you say that even with Bowen being the captain, would you say we have any, true leaders on the pitch? It may do, Ray. It's getting a bit feisty. It looks like Tonali's done his shoulder in. He's wincing. He's got a bit of pain going on there. Hopefully it's just a rotator cuff. Just got to be worked on. It'll be all right. That's right, top of the collarbone. Maddie says, I bet Spurs at 4-1 usual. Yeah, that's great stuff. Can we beat Wolves? Most of us are saying at the moment it don't. The way our form is currently, probably not, Mandy. Probably not. And that's going to be. And we're away at their ground at the Molyneux, so you imagine that as well. Going to have all their fans with us. Plenty of football this week. Yep, definitely is. Doubting Mandy Daz is saying. Matt's hoping he's a bit more hopeful. Hope he does. Last man said that guy looked like an estate agent at car phone warehouse staff. Yeah, he did look a bit kind of like modelish. Curry's tech staff Arsenal. No, he's a bit more than that. I'd say he's a bit more. He's a bit more classily than one of them, Matt. Any Curry staff watching this, though, no disrespect. Yeah. Usual saying 5-4 to Wolves, 13-8 for West Ham, 12-5 for the draw. It's definitely not great than being a West Ham fan at the moment, that's for sure. Michael Blees says Mads one pre-season friendly for Leicester, then put in the first game. Can't be. Don't know how he played, but after Sunderland, they can't trust him. Oh, and this is the thing for me. I would never have started him for the opening game of the season. We should have stuck with Areola, as the opening game of the season. And also, if he starts ballsing up from that point onwards, then yes, then you look to make a change. But you don't. For someone, as you said, one pre-season friendly for Leicester. And the worst part about it is you look at how many goals have been leaked past him. And then to top it all off, the other option we have is Fodringham, and he's got a record just as much as Hermanson. So we've really got nothing as keepers. Manny saying, depends on what lineup we put out. We're open for a strong one. We're open for some change. We definitely need to see that Mandy. I think hopefully Potts gets a chance, and maybe a couple of the youngsters. Areola gets the cups. So that's what we want to see. We want to see some change that's going to show something, what we can possibly do. And Newcastle have just pulled back one from Gameres. Yeah, see how much it means to him. Ball gets delivered into the box. Nice header. Game on now. Game on. From the throw-in. Ball gets delivered back into the throw-in. He delivers the ball back in. Straight over the back. And over Kirkitz. And, nice, well-taken header. There's no foul there as well. And the player is not complaining. So, when you look at that... Arsenal saying that's a 6-pointer. Yeah, for Wolves' perspective, that's for sure. Dust says West Ham should be 10-1 in the way we're playing. Man. Colin's saying, no, I don't think we have. Even though there are a few captains, Kilman, Souček, JWP, they've all been captains. But no one's a true leader, though, Colin, are they? That's the thing. Manny said, Wolves are not great, though, Daz. It's true, they're not. But we're not better at the moment, Randy. That's the worst case. And it's sad to say it. We don't want to say it, obviously. We want West Ham to do well, but current form dictates, unfortunately. Ooh, get in there. He's saying, 10 men, that's all it takes, isn't it? Mandy saying, go on, Newcastle. Yes, laughing out loud. Daz says, better than us at the moment, Mandy, I think. Yep. Usually says, Daz, I fancy if we look around, we could find a far better price somewhere. Mandy's saying, that's not saying much, is it? James Dunlop is saying that should give the fans a lift now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're a bit more vocal now. Definitely a bit more vocal. Mandy says, I fancy Wilson to score if he starts. He put a bit of performance in, didn't he? He tried. He tried the other day. Grandstand finish now. Yeah, be interesting. Newcastle giving away too many free kicks now. That's the problem. Michael says, at least Fodringham has a wingspan, unlike T-Rex arms. Mads. This is true. Yeah, this is true. Like I said, I was working, so I didn't really see the game itself, but I saw the highlights, and wow, he was beating on some easy ones as well. So yeah, that's not good. T-Rex arms, Randy. And Matt says, "I'll give League One. Where's the game before Michael, please?" Arsenal rank Bruno G over Bruno Manu. Yeah, he's got a bit more passion about him. There's your touch. Okay, yeah, Verts. Michael Blaze says that we don't have one player that installs fear into our opponent. Well, the ones we did have, and that we got rid of, or we've released them. That's the worst part about it. Manny saying a fit, eager Wilson could keep us up. That's the effort, it's keeping him fit. That's the question. Can we do that? Des says, I can see Newcastle scoring again. Yeah, it's the Liverpool way, though, isn't it? Liverpool also do this sometimes. They can't keep hold of a lead. Come at the 60-minute mark, it's still, it's 2-1 now. Throwing again to Liverpool. Matt says, come on, Newcastle, do it for Mama Flossie. Nice one. Manny's saying, bet the 4-2, Daz. Arsenal, it says, honestly, with 11 on the pitch, I don't think Newcastle would have at least got a draw. They still may. Oh, referee with his little hands again. It's when, the 11 men sometimes get too comfortable. That's the problem. Why has Tonali gone down like a sack of spuds when there was no one there? Canate, man. He's shocking. Is he still on the deck? Yeah, he didn't. Let's see the replay there. This would be interesting to see. Versus heads comes out. Yeah, he gives him a whack around the chin, but Tonali's gone down as if he's been shot by a sniper, and he's holding his belly of all things. What a load of old! Yeah, that's poor. Yeah, he could have done better there, Tonali. Colin says we need a Billy Bonds in the side. Tony, that is what I call a leader. Oh man, that was a leader, wasn't it? Him, even Rice, Noble. Problem is now, I think if you look at too many namby-pamby players now these days. Osman says, sorry, I wrote that all wrong. Don't worry, man. You're saying Dad's best price West Ham is 2-1 with Betway. Referees whistle at me. Well, I mean, I could understand what. Oh dear me. Gravenberch. Wow. Newcastle on the up now, getting that goal. Liverpool and that can't handle again. Newcastle's back on form. There's a lot of finger pointing from Liverpool players. Who's marking up what? Pointing. Yeah, they look. Van Dijk looks worried. He's a bit concerned the way Liverpool playing at the moment. Just get on with it, man. Is it going to be another big throw again? Lovely ball in the box. Oh, Van Dijk goes for it. Can Burn keep it in, but straight into Allison's hands. And here's the corner. Liverpool losing it a little bit here. Daz says, Tony, I think West Ham needs a massive sort out. Top to bottom, Daz. We need a sort out from top to bottom, without a doubt. Oh, girl. Bloody hell. Nearly looks a kid's teeth out by the looks of it. And he book them both. Book them, Dano. Thanks, usual. He's saying there. Let's see with this corner. Yeah, 63 minutes. That's a great ball whipped in. Definitely caught Allison off his thing there. Oh, and he had to punch it out yet again. Liverpool are rattled. They are well and truly rattled. Well done, Dan Burns, get it in there. Go on. Can we get in it? It is a hit and hope from Liverpool to clear this ball. Newcastle on the up here. Unfortunately, still got a throw in. Wow. Arsenal next saying, apparently the Newcastle players were told to get into him. They got in them all right. Needed a bit more controlled aggression. But that's what you got to do because if you rattle Liverpool side, they do kind of crap their pants a little bit. The last 10 minutes, Newcastle are 43% in Liverpool's area, 43 in the middle of the park, and 14% from Liverpool on Newcastle. So yeah, Newcastle are loving this at the moment. Some pushing going on. The referee's getting himself involved. Not me. We just see you doing it. You can see it on the camera, man. Look at this. Van Dijk's loving it as well. Ref cam. Yeah, get your hands behind your back. Well done, Dan Burn. Go on, Jolien. Here we go. Another ball launched into the area. That's a great thing there. And Who's that lying on the floor? Get up, man. That's panic from Liverpool. Out of nothing, they've got a throw in. Even Slaven at the back was vocal. Yeah, I mean, leaders, man, born leaders. You know, you have natural people doing that. That's the key thing here. Mandy said, "Did you think the golden tackle was red?" Yeah, the moment he ran from one side of the pitch to the other, Mandy, and he made contact. For me, it was definitely the case of you're going to walk. I mean, the referee gave him a yellow card, but VAR intervened and did the right thing, sent him off. Newcastle make a change. Tonali's coming off. I think that shoulder has been a problem for him because he's holding his arm down by his side, the left arm. Lewis Miley's coming for him. It's a shame because Tonali weren't doing too bad. Words and pictures, welcome back in. He says, now I have the Hawaii 5-0 theme playing in my mind. Is this another launching again? Livramento, that's a great ball in there. There's another push again. Go on, son. Go on. No, nothing in there. Go on, Burnsy. Oi. He's got some skills going on in the man. No. Ooh. Hit and hope. Van Dijk had just sliced the ball out, but Newcastle was still possession. Going to play it back to Pope? No. Going to go forward with it. Launches it long again into the channel, and it goes out for a Liverpool throw. We saw you in POV. Plenty of yeah, Kanate, man. No, it's Gravenberch this time. Sorry. He just leaned into Joe Linton, pushed it like Joe Linton, and then pushed him on the ground. And the referee saying nothing at that point. Wow. You just say Mandy, I was class it as attempted murder. GBH usual, yes. Somebody saying, "Oh, should have been 2-2." Yeah, it should have been. There's some, it's getting a bit heated now. This is brilliant. Ekatike just can't keep it in, and it goes for a Newcastle throw. Newcastle, they're up in the tempo. They're loving this bit of gameplay at the moment. Well closed down though. Salah gets the ball, but lucky enough it gets into Gravenberch's feet, and he knocks it into the channel. Can Verch get it? No, not with that challenge. That's definitely got the fans going there. Look, last possession, Newcastle 90%, Liverpool 10%. Well done to Newcastle getting into this. Arsenal saying Newcastle way better. What a shame that red card. Golden has got to look at himself though, Arsenal Manic. You know, when you want to do stupidity like that and get yourself sent off, you're asking for trouble, aren't you? And you're letting your teammates down more than anything else because, now they could have got sent out of this game. Coming up to 68 minutes, still 2-1 to Liverpool at the moment, but Newcastle definitely on the up. Manny said, Defo red, without a doubt. If you see the replays, Mandy, and watch it again, you got to look at the ground that Golden gets from one side and comes all the way across and then takes him out. You know, definitely a red. Michael Blease said, "How much grabbing can you do in the air? Apparently, as much as you wanted a red shirt." It seems to be the case. Yeah, I mean, it's one of that and rip the shirt off his back, and there's more than one Newcastle player that's happened to. This referee is obviously letting a lot go when it comes to that, and he's got the ref cam. So how can you see that? Alan Shearer there looking on. Probably disappointed in Anthony Gordon at that point. Yeah, he went through Van Dijk from behind. And Mandy, if you look at Van Dijk's calf, you can see two stud marks raked down his calf. Michael Bleed saying red missed moment. He's been kicked so many times. But that's what the referee's there for, as you know. And Langer's putting the pressure on. Go on. No, Newcastle not strong enough. Brennan saying GP would like that description usual. Bernie's saying, okay, thanks. I only saw the red and bit, Victor. Yeah, just watch the replay. You get the opportunity to. There'll be plenty of it being shown, Mandy. You won't miss out on that. Well, first ball delivered in by Salah, and Gakpo can't read it. He's missed times intercepting the ball, and it goes out for looks like it's a goal kick. Nick Pope there taking too much time, really. You know, he's still 1-0, be only 1 down at the moment. Good launch of the ball. 2 players going with the same ball, though. Yeah, backheel flick shit. I can't stand that. Also, when it's saying Arsenal going to Anfield to win, I'm just contemplating whether it be 1-2 or 3-0. I mean, the main thing is, you know full well you've got to be switched on for one, and at the same point, it all comes down to Liverpool being up for the game as well. It should be an interesting game, though. I don't think we're going to see the same Liverpool side like you're seeing here at the moment. Michael Blees is saying it's not corruption, it's subliminal bias. Good shout. You're saying Togs GP gets them all out on the channels. That says don't be disgusted, usual. Oh man. Yeah, laughing in there. Trying to say GP is quality, never boring usual. Yeah, absolutely. Do like GP. I'm getting cookie now after 2 wins. See, that's what Arteta does to your Arsenal, Manic. He dangles that carrot in front of you, gets you all kind of hooked, and then at the last hurdle, yanks it away from you. GP should be on the training pitch, Daz. Man, got to be anything better than what Potter's doing at the moment. Still 2-1 to Liverpool at the moment. Coming up to 73 minutes, I'll say. That little burst of energy that Newcastle had, they've seemed to have slowed down a little bit. Liverpool now seem to be settling and now passing the ball around comfortably. Newcastle got to be wise here in doing the press, otherwise Liverpool will get them on the counter again. Oh, my days. Yep, there's a press that he's allowed it to go through. It's definitely ping-pong football at the moment. It is all over the gaff. Joe Linton has gone down in pain. It seems to be a bit painful for him here. And he's rolling over. I think it's a bit more serious than we look here, isn't that? I think he's probably heard something go there. Might be the groin area. Let's have a look on the replay. Oh, it comes down a bit awkwardly, I must admit. Oh, yeah, see that judder? Oof, poor sod. But it's saying Liverpool this weekend, Arsenal, Manic, get your pecker up after that if you win. This would, and I think someone said it last night, if Arsenal beat Liverpool, then it just shows you, that they could be a contender. If it goes the other way, then it just shows you that Arsenal have got still a lot more to learn to get through this. Throughout this season. We're fine, great. Speak to Jeff from the Bowling Lounge. Apparently he uses blue pills. I'm sure he'll have a supply for you. Let's see what's happening with Ramirez. With Newcastle Brown Ale. I ain't drunk one of them for a while. Newcastle Brown Ale or Nuki Brown Ale. Joe Linton's up. He's walking a bit of a limp at the moment, but it looks like they are. And on comes the new boy. Looks like they might be doing 3 changes here. Yeah, it's in done. Joe Linton's coming off. Probably best to rest him at this point. Too early in the season, isn't it? Michael Brady says Arsenal need to make Rice captain. Yes, it proved the point, didn't it? Once Odegaard went off, what a difference he made there. Who's this? Leeds have signed Justin James from. So even though City are going for Donnarumma, it looks like they're going to keep hold of both keepers, Emerson and Trafford. Don't make sense. So Newcastle making 3 changes. Don't know the kid is, isn't it? But you've got some lungs. Trippier's coming off. And one more come on. Who's the other one coming off? Harvey Barnes. So Joe Linton for Ramsey, Trippier for Hall, and Osula for Barnes. Let's see what Ramsey can do. Brennan saying, usual. Looking forward to the NFL kickoff in 2 weeks. I cannot see the Packers winning. Still in development. I'm rooting for the Bills. The man also saying, is it in the contract that you must dye your hair peach blonde when you sign for Newcastle? And be topless Arsenal, Manic. Yeah. Seems to be the trend there, isn't it? In Newcastle for some particular reason. Liverpool trying to come forward now. Release the ball, Jones. You're doing too much with it, son. What a fucking waste. Are they getting rid of the right player here? You know, Harvey Elliott, Scar's gone down there, Shah's gone down, and Allison's saying to the physio, get on quick. Decent of Allison to see that. What's he done there? Can we see what's happened? He's not moving the player. Referee's calling someone back. Who is it now? Let's see the replay. Head injury. Yeah, he's what he's done. Yeah. Not showing the replay. What's happened though? Who got the armband? Arsenal when Andrew went off. Would it have been Gabriel? Would it Gabriel that got it? I don't think it would have gone over, because I think Gabriel's the vice, I believe. Arsenal Manic Pepsi Aces, you'll probably tell me differently. What else he thinks? You says, got the Lions first game on the 7th of October. Tough start, looking forward to it though, usual. I think Liverpool's make some changes as well now. Looks like there's some blood at the back of Ashar's head there, but we're still not seeing what's actually happened. Thank you, Michael. You're elbowed by Van Dijk, drew blood. Thanks for that. It's still not showing. Oh, now it's showing it. So Van Dijk's looking at the ball. So that's only a glancing elbow, though. It literally glances off the top of his head. Mind you, I suppose fabric to not too much skin there, and that probably is the reason why. Give him give him red. Did you see what happened? Give him red. I mean, his elbow just literally glanced off the top of Shah's head in there, but he's managed to draw blood from it. Interested. He elbowed him in the head, technically red, even if without the ref. man. So who's coming off for Liverpool now? What we got coming on? Verts is coming off. Oh, doesn't look too happy about that. And Ekatike as well being coming off. So, of course, being rested, no doubt, for Liverpool because of Bradley and Chiesa coming on for them too. Probably resting them for the Arsenal game, obviously. Doing a watch along for tomorrow? Absolutely, Daz. I'll be doing that. So it's a 7:30 kickoff tomorrow night. So I should be on. I think it's 15:15 I'm on from. I think Shah's got the old dollop of old Vaseline in the back of his head. Come on, Newcastle. Oh, just if cannon off the back of his own player. Ramsey's already showing what he's going to be doing for the Newcastle. Damn, Burns is pulling off some skills tonight. It's Perlo Burns. Oh, dear me. Also, when it says Ekatike, all I've seen this dude is spit all. Blimey, he's a big old lump. Who's this one coming on? Shah's coming off for. Yeah, again, resting him. Who's this fella? Oh, you can see there. Malik Fior or Tor. James says, God, imagine if Neil Warnock was managing one of these teams, with how fast it's been tonight. God, you imagine it. He'll be kicking off with the management on the opposite side. Is he still at Cardiff now? I can't believe if he's still helping at Cardiff, or has he moved on to some other team now? But you imagine that, man. Yeah. Michael Blake says, tomorrow watch along. Is it food, music, food, or old school TV shows, Tony? And I'll agree what you're saying there. All three. Let's go for all three. We may even throw something into the works that kind of gets us all enjoying it. If the game goes Pete Tong, you know where we're going with it. Anything to keep our sanity, I think, if you look at it there, Michael. Ray saying, Claret and Hugh say Everton had a bid for Suchek turned down this afternoon. Yeah, we've seen that as well, Ray. We've got no replacement, so fair play. We're actually sticking with someone. But Guido Rodriguez, they're not holding that one back if he does go. Finally. But yeah. 83 minutes, still 2-1 to Newcastle. Yeah, the little burst of energy has kind of slightly fizzled out for Newcastle, but I don't think we can write them off. And it wouldn't surprise me the way this game's going that Newcastle could nick a draw here. They both made changes that could have an impact. Chiesa straight away. Oh my days. His foot was over the ball. You can see that. Good old diver by Chiesa, isn't it? Gamirez is a wonder that he'd been booked the way he's acting. Can't blame him though. Game's back on again. Ball gets played back to Van Dijk. Plays out to Kanate. He's going to go back to the keeper. And Alisson Husic just over the centre circle. Oh, poor decision. Can we? Oh, Chiesa. Can I understand why he didn't feature much last season? Maybe one goal more in this 2-2 or 1-3. Yeah, it's going to go either way in this one. That's not a bad shot at you, Arsenal Manic. It's going to go either way. I think where it's going, it could go in Newcastle's favour here, and who does that? I mean, no one's there. You can mention St James's Park, the roof lifting off, if that does happen. You were saying, going to try and find Midnight Cowboy somewhere later. I fancy a bit of nostalgia. Bloody hell, man. Midnight Cowboy. Mind you saying that, I don't know if any of you guys saw it on Sky where they're showing you They're showing Jaws all over again. You could believe 50 years ago, Jaws, man. Wow. Arsenal says, I've not been impressed by Liverpool, honestly. I know they've scored 2, but not been impressed by them. I mean, this is the thing, though, isn't it? You know, not being funny, you don't always have to look classy to win a game. Sometimes you have to, as they say, shithouse it and get a result that way sometimes. And this is, you know, as I said before, when you look at the likes of Mourinho with Chelsea, that's how he did it with them. You know, didn't look fancy, and even with the players they had, but they managed to still kind of nick it 1-0. That's how it stayed. But you're not champions for no reason, and Liverpool have got that to prove more than anything else. And not being funny, Arsenal, unfortunately, with Arteta, because you play all this tippy-tappy football, it's like passing it around, but you need to still put more impacts going forward sometimes. And maybe with Gyökeres, you've got that, but if any team do their homework, and it proved that in the Man United game, if you kind of suffocate the player and getting the ball to him in that, he's ill-effective. With Leeds and that, you expect him to have more freedom to get them goals. And don't get me wrong, took the goals well. But he'll score goals. There's no two ways about it. It was just interesting to see yesterday, the Man United game, that Sesko sat on the bench for 2. Matt's saying Potter needs to learn the art of shithousery tomorrow and at the weekend. 100%. 100%. Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, we knew it was coming. Yellow card being given out again. Wow, for fuck's sake. Ravi, this is the problem with your Liverpool scene. It was one of those kind of games you could see that when the second half started and Newcastle started coming at you, you panicked. You panicked and Newcastle had the edge. Even though they've died off a little bit, Arsenal called it. It's either going to be a draw or it'll be 3-1. Arsenal said, if you want to watch old movies on repeat, great movies, yes. They bloody repeat everything 10 per week. At least you know it word by that stage. Michael Blaze getting there. Away the lads. Away the lads. And I'm just seeing it now. So great ball in by. Oh, man, look at that. Yes. Osala. Yes. Great kick there for Nick Pope. Let's not take it away from where the assist come from. Great ball from Nick Pope. Matt's saying, hope we can take advantage of Nuno issues at Forest on Saturday. Problem is, the players think something differently, but I'll take Nuno if that was the case. Alan Shearer's laughing his bollocks off now. Look. Desmond Tutu, yep. Look at that. Nice launch of the ball by Pope. And Ellison comes there. Did Byrne get sank on there? He might have just done. Rory saying why we didn't play more of our game when we blew it. Yeah. Oh, underneath Allison as well. Just gets there before him. You were saying that, Manic, shame about the injured 2. I would have fancied you if we were playing. Mandy and that. Oh, take that, you Scousers. Loved that. I was going to say Newcastle are better. Arnie Slot is not going to be lucky this season. It's ours to screw it up, and we shall find a way. Yes, you're not wrong, mate. And that's the worst part about it. Looks like Liverpool's going to bring on some youngster by the looks of it. He looks 12. Arnie Slot's face there. Yeah, look. Yeah, he's fuming. Absolutely fuming. James is saying, never mind, Isaac, Liverpool needs some defenders and fast. Yeah, this is because the opening game, they did look very suspect at the back. And we're seeing that now, especially not having a right back. Oh, sorry, Arsenal is saying, mate, the draw was 25-1 at 2-0. Might have been 28-1. I was checking the odds. Wow, man. Launched the ball. Oh, Salah nearly could have connected with that. This has been, apart from sending off, wouldn't say it's been a great game. Elanga's going to get that ball. He's got some pace in that boy. Can he do anything with it, though? Yes, we always get a corner out of it. Dad says, yeah, I'd like to see an underdog come back sometime. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Brendan's saying we won't cope with Chris Wood, man. No chance. Oh, man. Chris Wood's loving life at the moment as a Forest player. Mark's saying Elanga's got to rocket up. We knew he's a quick player. He knew he's quick. Matt's saying, true to Brendan. You see they launch balls into the box for Woods. Corners and free kicks that do us, mate. Is there any extra time? Doesn't look like there is. Oh, someone's saying, Arnie Slot, you're not about that life, geezer. Get away from me. 11 added minutes. Wow. God, Jesus, just 11 minutes. Bloody hell, man. Just seeing you saying Arnie Slot down there. I don't know if you've seen it, people. The remake of The Running Man. Yes, completely different concept to the old Schwarzenegger film, but more to the book by all accounts. Hopefully, it's nothing like they did with the old Tom Cruise, the other film. What was it called now? And it's on the tip of my tongue. Total Recall with Colin Farrell. I was wondering if they win it. Oh, you imagine it. Dad said Newcastle could win this. Yeah, they could do. Liverpool were actually cacking themselves. Kirkitz is being found out big time here as well. Come and live a minute now. Get one of the big throw-ins again. That's a massive launch. Go on, Birds. There's not. Oh, Allison punches it out. Newcastle back on it again, though. Jacob Ramsey. Decent football being played. Can we do something with it again? And another corner to Newcastle. Liverpool are absolutely. Look at the fans. They're going doolally. Oh, you imagine if they do this. Arsenal Manic saying here, I've just checked the odds at 53rd minute. Newcastle at 80-1 to win. Eddie Howe's just watching and remaining calm at this point. But he's thinking, come on, we're going to get something out of this. Elanga on the corner. Not straight at the keeper, though, this time. Back out. Late across. Launched over. You're going to be offside if you're not careful. And Liverpool kick it out. But again, Newcastle still in possession. Man, this is a game and a half, isn't it? This is where it's gone. When I was saying you mentioned The Running Man, I immediately went to the Utah Saints video. Something good. Cloudbusters, a stinking tune by Kate Bush. Good shout, Brendan. Good shout. Yeah, I think it's the guy that did. What was he in there? He's in that Twisters film. The sequel. He's apparently the main character. Man saying, how's Ramsey look, Tony, considering we was after him? Yeah, he's coming. He looks got plenty of energy. Plenty of energy. He's running around. He's put some good passing in. He's trying to feed the ball to people. Salah again on the ball. He's got a bag of pace and all. Still in possession. Can we get it in? Oh, poor delivery. And it's another corner again to Newcastle. Liverpool and all over the shop at the moment. I was saying it's all Newcastle. They deserve 3 points. Great shout. Great shout. They do indeed. I mean, Anthony Gordon should be saying a big sorry to everyone come the end of this game. Great video, yes. Langer again to take sing the theme tune, right? The theme tune is taking the corners from all the angles of free kicks. What's going on here? Referee's getting involved again. No ref cam. They try to do a number on Dan Burns. That's it. Just push the pair of them. That's it. Get out of my way. Don't need to foul there. Jeez, man. I was saying, without Gordon, without Isaac, that's all it takes, isn't it? Gives you the impetus to get something out of the game. There you go. Look, Harvey Elliott. Jones is coming off. And who's the youngster? Who is this kid? Looks 12. Jones and Nguma. I was going to say they've got good players and a good manager. Yeah, I mean, we know what Eddie Howe can do. I'm not saying they can draw without them, Arsenal. Yeah. Harry Nielsen without you. James, he's off. Tony, got to work in the morning. Take care, mate. James, look after yourself as well, mate. Great catching up with you. And hopefully catch you another time. Look after yourself, mate. And don't work too hard tomorrow. Yeah, Matt. So, match stats. In Ekatike's 46-minute goal, touches in the opponent's box 7. No shots, no corners. Coming to 97 minutes. Still 2-2. Good evening, Shrosh. Hope you're keeping well. Bruno Ramirez is twice the player Paqueta was. Yeah, he gives a lot more, doesn't he? Definitely gives a lot more. Ultimately said, I know they really amped up, but don't throw it away. A draw of 10 men, not a bad result. Yeah, to come back like that, you can't say it. Can't say anything bad about him. Anthony Gordon, oops, I did it again. Great one, Matt. Go on, yeah. Salah's not done much in this game either. Apart from a couple of passes, don't see much from him. That is a goal kick. Yes, well done, kid. Talking of our usual, Manny said, who said 2-2? It was Daz. Brendan saying even Trosh, or definitely have Bruno over Paqueta. Yeah. Good evening. And evening as always. Usual saying, said his back was still strapped up last time I spoke to him. Mike says, throwing about the die, catch you tomorrow. Michael, thanks again being with us tonight, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow, mate. And enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks for being with us on this one. Really appreciate that as always. Brendan saying, yeah, he pays extra for that usual. 98 minutes now. Ball launched long. Oh, who's tripped over there? God, dear me. So let's stop fouling people, man. I think both teams here are looking for a draw. I think they're settled on this now. I'll be surprised if anything comes out of this the last couple of minutes. The boy with the Arab strap. Ravi says, Tony, Liverpool have an issue with playing physical teams. Yeah, when you're playing Newcastle, you know you're going to get there, don't you? That's for sure. Wow. Matt says he'll look like the Michelin Man. Arsenal Manic saying, I actually once went to a Britney Spears concert at Wembley Arena. It was one of my low points. was taking family, children back in the 90s. Fair play to you admitting to that as well. You could always say, more than anything else, Arsenal, you know, that's not bad. You could have said you gone to a Tiffany concert. You imagine that one. Lucky Kitsy saying there. Matt, they'll steamroll us, Ravi. Oh, and there they go. And the youngster, the 12-year-old kid, has just made it 3-2 to Liverpool. Newcastle get done. Wow, man. Or maybe it was early 2000s, can't recall saying the youngsters come on that, and he has just put the game to bed by the looks of it. Don't think Newcastle can offer anything at this point here. Brendan saying not 4-3, but a fine evening's entertainment time. Brendan, as always, appreciate that, man, and it's great to have you people with us and doing the things like this. Like I said, gets a little bit of pressure off our shoulders after what we're seeing at West Ham at the moment, and yeah, that's a fine taken goal. He's got acres of space here. So it's poor defending from Newcastle. Well left there by Szoboszlai, and Pope yet again is left stranded. They call him Rio. Great dummy there from Szoboszlai. And that kid has put that ball away neatly. That's a nice finish. He can't believe it himself. He must be fucking hell, man. Ravi, damn figures. That's the guy, Trosh. Yeah, Inga Homer. Or we want a Mahoma. Oh. Who knows? They're kicking it off. Look at that. Liverpool, yes. I said don't throw it away. It's not over till the fat man sings or the fat lady sings, whatever we want to call it. Howe will do his nut now. Yeah, look, Amir is, look at that, despondent now. Wow. Ravi saying, but we can't be leaving it that late. I nearly have Sean Connery. Oh, there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on, is there? Dead birds and Van Dijk. Oh, man. Done. Acres of space, no defender in sight. Yeah, I mean, the right back gets pulled across when he didn't need to. There's three of them there, not marking anyone at all. It's an easy one. Rio Tropical. Pope's coming in for it as well. He's trying to get a bit of action. Usually says, let's not torment Mama tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, be a lot of people being booted out. Let's see. It's the last roll of the dice. Can Newcastle get anything out of this? Allison, no, he's completely fluffed it. He's nowhere near it. Corner to Newcastle. Arsenal is saying, I can't say fat lady sings anymore. It's not PC. Say it until the gender neutral sings. They, them, they're the it shit dog. Yeah, as you know, the rest of it. She can take back the usual. Yeah, definitely can. Brendan says we're not the PC police, Arsenal, so carry on. Absolutely. Ravi says Rio is 12 ready. Yeah, he looks 12, man. He looks like a kid, but that finish was spot on. Yeah, Dad's saying, yeah, Mama won't be happy tomorrow. Fuck off. Yeah, that's it. You tell him, Bruno. You tell him. Ravi says just done his 11 It's getting feisty again. Gamiras, that's it. Heart on your sleeve, passion, lovely. Like seeing that. Shame we don't see it from our players. Arsenal is saying, hit the like button, people. Let's get 30 likes. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Arsenal. Thank you much for that as well. Eddie Howe, what you must be thinking at this moment. And that's it. That's the final score. So Rio, the youngster, comes on and he puts it to bed. And unfortunately, 10 men Newcastle cannot overcome the likes of Liverpool. And yeah, Eddie Howe there, the picture on him, he looks absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. And Sula and that comes on, gets the goal back for him. But yeah, what a way. He's not 12, he's actually 16. 16-year-old has won the game for Liverpool. and it's a great finish. Ravi's saying, but on a real one, Liverpool can do this. Have to work on a couple of things. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, Ravi, if you're going to get a couple of defenders in. Because your defence looks a bit. Dan Burns pointing fingers. It's all kicking off and that. He's still pointing. He's not happy about something. Matt saying his name is Rio. He danced on the sand. Rio Duran. Well done, Matt. Love that. Usual saying, great watch along again, Tom. Thank you, Usual. And thanks for being with us. And that really enjoyed this one. And commiserations to Newcastle. Just couldn't hold it off with 10 men. And Anthony Gordon, you got to be ashamed of yourself for what you've done here. You definitely let this game slip from Newcastle's hands. Ravi's saying defence has to be tight. Yeah, you've shown that even on the first game of the season. You looked a bit suspect. Mark Gay has to happen. Yeah, I mean that's the next. Surely it's got to happen. Brenna saying great show and chat. See you tomorrow. Yeah, definitely see you tomorrow. Looking forward to that as well. Daz says night, Tony. Everyone in the chat. Good night to you as well, Daz. Ravi, big up, Tony. Great as always. Thank you, matey. Like. Thank you, Mandy. Come on, you Irons. Absolutely. Come on, you Irons. Let's stick together as Hammers fans. Till tomorrow all. Yep, usual. See you tomorrow then. Matt saying, yeah, Mark Gay is a good player, but if he leaves, Glasner will be fuming after Eze left. Yeah, I mean, Glasner, yeah, that's another I want to think of. Could we have Glasner as manager? He's a bit unhappy at Palace. Arsenal says, after this game, Eddie Howe will be so pissed off. No chance we'll let Isaac now join Liverpool. Cool. Yeah, that would be an interesting conversation tomorrow. Everyone's saying, take call, and thanks, Tony. Pleasure as always. Thank you very much, Matt. Great show. Thank you, guys. And on that note, you will sign off. Enjoy what's left of the night, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And for those that are working there, enjoy your week. But we will see each other then. Take care for now, and as always, good night.